back to this nonsense. And I hope the game doesn't catch fire.
What?
I said back to this nonsense. I was like, God, I hope this game doesn't catch fire.
Why is there like a...
There were... Before the game released, a few reviewers that were given review copies that are obvious reviewers and not just random shady people. There are one or two random bugs where the game will just...
So, remember we also got that one, like, update before...
That was a day one update.
Because that was a day one...
I don't know if that...
That might have, because it was a day one update, that might have been there to fix the problems the reviewers ran into. Maybe. I don't know.
That's the problem. We will see.
I'm going to assume that until proven otherwise. Because that shit would make sense.
I just learned some things. And it's not like, oh, we do that. Oh, you're playing on a shady emulator? These were reviewers that always get, like, official review copies.
Unless you literally have the fucking cojones to rip your review copy.
So, the game was a bit bugged.
Well, your echo is the spider.
Grave situation. First, that riff. Now Lord Jubba Jubba's going wild. Jubba Jubba is the spirit of all Zora. But it falls to us to calm him. Crisis is without equal. And now it's time that... Kashiara of the Caesar will resolve it. What inspiring words! Please tell me how you plan to do this. Lord Jubba Jubba loves our scene music. So I need to only get him to listen to us perform. And then... Trad, that tuneless buffoon, will have to applaud my performance. Take you haven't resolved your latest quarrel with the other chief yet.
Heh. Coral.
That's a word.
They're fish.
Yes. But it is a...
I know, it's a word, but you would put it there to make the pun.
This quarrel is one for the ages. I will never speak to him again. He insulted my music. I will not tolerate his presence. It's like he lives to provoke me. Oh, we'll be fine if he agreed that I was more talented.
It's like he lives to provoke me. Man, am I right?
Have to leave immediately.
I imagine she just points over to Zelda and Zelda just has an like unamused
Greetings,
face.
Highland. I'm on my way out. Your business will need to wait. Have a request for our chief yet? So she's resolved problems. Our great crisis wasn't bad enough. Our chief is quarreling with the Zora River chief. Often have their little quarrels, but always make up quickly. Not this time.
I do.
What was the saying? Oh, damn it! Hold on. Second of that's not gonna matter. I tried to cut that off. I guess when I hit the button, it did it. Technology, am I right? What was the saying? A squabble a day keeps a friendship in play? Such nonsense. Well, stranger, shouldn't burden you with our troubles. Please come to the Crossroads Plaza. Yes, at once. If you excuse me.
Yeah, instead of crossroad, it's crossflow. Ha.
They went off to Crossroads Plaza 2. Guess we'll have to join the two chiefs. There as well.
Huh.
A tiki.
Crossflow. What is that, Mario Kart 12?
Thank God we've already been.
You see, that's the benefit to getting lost like a buffoon.
Technically, we went in there and got what? So it wasn't really being lost. How dare you! Shouldn't have come here. I'll take care of Lord Jubba Jubba myself. Get lost. My thoughts precisely. Off with you. Crumble, crumble. Kashihara, you can stop your plan. We of the Caesar will bring convoys of Java our music and quiet his rage. Ridiculous. We'll do it, not you. Yikes, they're at it again. Only a matter of time before these two exploded, but not here, not now. The way you play, you just encourage him more with your crude hogging, so we'll play. Insults, always insults. Says more about your music than mine. I love you too. But sure, let's do this. Your playing is weak. It's puny. Won't have any effect. Well, now you've done it, there are some things you can't take back, you know. Grr. Time we settle this. One last performance as he was playing his superior.
Ladies, you're both beautiful.
I know that's the meme, but that guy's a dude. That's a chick. He's a dude, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because of it, them, having a coexisting, like...
All due respect, can't hope to probably great performance.
Though because of having the coexisting Zora designs, we have the, River Zoras are, kind of fugly. Who thought a harp would, synergize basically with like a tuba?
That was terrible. They didn't play in time with each other. Not at all. Oh, hi, Javu.
You're smaller than I remember.
Oh, hi, Javu Javu. You came when you heard my performance, didn't you? How'd you like it? No questioning my playing was what brought him here. Shut up already. It's weird seeing that Javu design in this art style.
Seeing all of this next to each other is fucking weird. Wow, you both played so badly you pissed him off.
Yes. Boss, watch out. Give. Kazara, get back! Ah!
Well, time to find a new servant.
How can this be? Go down, the both of them. No time to delay. I'll go in pursuit of Jabber to rescue Rockmouth. No fair, no head starts. Our friends are in danger. Forget this talk of head starts. Me first. Oh, you fucking asshole. Hey, you cheater. Idiots. The both of you. This is getting out of control. Still haven't been able to ask them what we need.
We also have another thing was introducing...
Got the door open. That'll never happen at this rate.
Introducing seawater and freshwater Zoras, because, that's what they are, being basically ocean Zoras and river Zoras. Unless that body of water is somehow a body of water where the two, connect, one of those two, wouldn't it be, dangerous for one of those two to potentially swim in that if their species work like freshwater or sea fish?
But you're right. You got a bad feeling about this.
I know that's one of those, the game designers weren't thinking about this, but when you make a distinction like that, that's where my brain goes, is freshwater or fish can't just swim in the ocean, and we can't, do vice versa, so it's both of them jumping in that and swimming up there, one of them should be having a serious problem right about now.
My favorite thing? That is consistent. It's really fucking funny. Yep, still fucking all in here. That bed thing is so fun.
Especially because of the whoosh noise it makes.
They went up stream, so what if I have to go more up? I mean, it's silly, but it's easy to do as long as you're on an edge because of the way the physics work. Ah!
That's also the even better part is because you got close enough to the loading trigger, so Zelda's just watching this happen on a wall.
I think they are up there. Hold on. Damn it. Whoops. Let me do that again. Fetch float.
Could you do this with other objects as well? Is the badge just the easiest?
The badge the easiest because of the displacement.
Because it's long.
Yeah.
Katie.
There's the rip. Hi, Papa. And Drad. It's alright, I'm ready to help. We'll find your father and the chief. Something's awful happening here. Yeah. Oh, Hellion, hello again. Chief Drad and I followed behind Lord Java as he rampaged through here.
I know the answer to this is the designs were created under different contexts, but it's like...
Fell into the rift.
Fuck, it was like, fuck, what happened for one of you to be clubbed over the head with the ugly stick and the other one is hot? Because there's like a clean divide down the middle with Zora's.
Because the old enemy Zoras are based off the river ones. But in Ocarina of Time, they became the hot-looking design. And that stayed the norm. And we had it really...
you can't, and if you're physically attractive, you can't be evil unless you're a woman, and there are no negative connotations that can be attached to this.
Tried to save the child from being caught, but was swallowed up. But can't say where Lord Joe is gone, but Drad, oh, it's too terrible. I can create an entrance here. Booyah! It is fun seeing River Zoras again because they haven't come up a lot.
Wasn't it River Zoras in A Link Between Worlds?
Yes. They don't come up much. But yes. Yes, it was. Dive, dive, dive! Just haven't seen the designs much, and it's fun seeing them with the Ocarina of Time designs.
And like I said, that really shows the contrast of fuck. These were designed at two very different points in time.
Basically.
Well, not just that. Like I said, these were designed not just at different points in time, but under different contexts. Where the River Zora started as enemies. So, like I said, with them starting as enemies, of course, they were ugly. And while I made a joke about you can have a negative reading of that. To be fair, the River Zoras being monstrous, I feel like was more of one of those. We are basically ripping off fishmen from Dungeons and Dragons.
And as I said last time, due to that RNL thing, they were translated incorrectly as Zolas.
As you do. You didn't. unless Lionel has been a mistranslation this whole time, didn't that, like, because, you know, always seeing people call them a Lionel even before Breath of the Wild, so, when I can get into contact with someone later, I need to ask them about that. If it's a Lionel in Japan. Now, I know I think consistency of, oh, you get this one correctly, but this one is mistranslated as par for the course in 80s video game translations. It's just always fascinating to see when you'll have the R and L fuck something over, but then something else is, like, totally okay with it.
Bye. Where did my bomb fish go?
Should be around the bottom because it's not. You're not using it a lot. Oh no, actually got moved slightly higher up because you used them a few times.
Hot air.
A lesser or known case of the whole LR thing, because the game in and of itself is lesser or known, Rygar is actually a mistranslation. It's supposed to be Liger. And not just that, the game is actually named after the villain. It's supposed to be named after the villain, but again, 80s era translations, so they end up naming the main character as Rygar, when I believe in the Japanese version, the main character was just the legendary hero. Because like a bunch of NES games, Rygar was also I believe, an arcade game.
Aren't you a tinky boy?
Ah, I got him stuck.
Well,
So because, you know, arcade game, they didn't have time for story.
well, I'm jumping around because this topic was bothering me with this game, of seeing people talk about this game, and all of a sudden, people being reasonable. And that bothers me because when people are randomly reasonable, it's like, why not other times? Because the game is known for having some frame dips, even though I don't think they're that bad. And people, if you're going to target 60 and the game can't hold 60, why would you target 60? Why not downscale? It's like, oh, now you feel that way? This obnoxious, you should never, up targeting 60 shouldn't be something that you should attempt and fail at. If you can't target 60, why do it? It's like, oh, now you feel that way. Of all, the freaking times to be reasonable. Because I've said crap like that. But it's like, why now? And then, because everyone riding that ridiculous switch to Hive and Copium, we have people that are also just, in general, doing that other thing of, when you think about it, this game isn't worth $60. It's like, this should have been a $40 budget title. This game's kinda cheap. Because people still have the butt pains over the art style. And I've seen tons of people that's like, I just can't get past the art style. This isn't my Zelda. Why would you have an art style like this?
Even though while it's using the art style, and it's only given the area we're in, it's like, because Link's Awakening was sort of designed to be weird and different, it's like, I don't think regular or River Zoras, either one were in Link's Awakening, so all of that would be new assets. because Link's Awakening had so few traditional, like, Zelda.
And even then, if you can't play this game without feeling self-conscious, that is a you problem. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you feel about the art style and that weird contingent point where a lot of people seem super self-conscious when it comes to the art style in this game, as if this art style is so off-putting and childish that playing the game makes them less of an adult, which I think is incredibly stupid and silly. Enjoy the game for what it is. Don't let the art style bother you, because if you're that hung up on the art style, I feel like you need to get your priorities straight, because this art style is fine, and yet there was that weird controversy where everyone was hung up on the art style, acting like it was cheap and bad, and most people were constantly going on about how this wasn't their Zelda, and that this art style is cheap and shows a lack of effort, where people equate this art style to a budget title. People are super butthurt about this art style, which again, that's a you problem, and people are super hung up on the fact that the first time you get to play Princess Zelda is in a game with an art style like this, even though I think this art style is fine. A lot of people thought it was okay when it was just used for the Link's Awakening remake, but now that they chose to use this style again, a lot of people are butthurt, and they consider this style the cheap, low-effort budget style, which is so stupid. I think this looks fine. And if you're going to be that self-conscious, I really do mean this, get your priorities in order. This is fine, and I think this controversy is dumb. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.